Dust in the rear view, coolers rattling in the bed, boots out the door. A long week behind me had pulled down low. Smelled the first bit of smoke drifting by the fence line. Jamie rolls in with his old Chevy humming, tailgate swinging, a battered six-pack in his hand. Old Cassie and Jake coming straight from the fields, can't shake the dirt from their jeans. Don't even try. When that fire gets burning, we all come alive. Simple as whiskey, true as the night. When that fire gets burning, we all come alive. Showed up late, headlights cut in the dark, laughing as you hugged me, arms stiff from the day. We passed around stories, dogs yapping my moods, smoke curling up as the guitar starts to wail. When that fire gets burning, we all come alive. Simple as whiskey, true as the night. When that fire gets burning, we all come alive. Remember last summer, Cassie lost her boo. Jamie's hat in the mud, beer spilled in the grass. Doesn't matter who we were at sunrise, we all lean close, drawn in by the flame. When that fire gets burning, we all come alive. Simple as whiskey, true as the night. When that fire gets burning, we all come alive. Stains the collar of this torn plaid shirt, sunburned neck dust swirling where I work. Hands have built a homestead, but lines on my face trace the poems I scribble after long winter days. Tires cracked the gravel, boots caked in clay. Sometimes I'll stop just to watch the herons play. Neighbors talk tough, spit cherry seeds, but I barter with the rain and the lonesome reed. They see a hard shell and call it the truth, but I'm teaching the kids about a Van Gogh sky, picking banjos with a gentle hand, while the world tries to measure the worth of a man. You laugh the hay in my hair, but I see a world you ain't found out there. Behind these careless hands beats a poet's heart. Don't judge a book by the cover or a man by his scars. I danced with my ghost at the county fair, drank too much bourbon, fell asleep in a fold-out chair. I know every crow's nest, every old friend's scar, and the midnight hum of a battered old car. But I study the stars, read Faulkner at night, trade tall tales for a kiss in the porch swing light. Laugh when you tease me for stubborn pride, but you're here every morning right by my by the cover or a man by his scars. Let them say what they will, I've heard it before. But you know the soft nerve beneath all the war. Behind these calloused hands beats a poet's heart. Don't judge a book by the cover or a man by his scars. Run thick in this roadside dive. Boot prints scattered where the pool cues fly. Plaid shirts, old scars, cheap cigars, that's currency. He walks in clean city shine on his tie. Glance down the bar, can't read what's in our eyes. He's scanning shells like he's hunting for a dust-free pedigree. Every table tells its tale, earning sweat and mud. But the newcomer thinks he's here to school the blood. Can't see what's written on the wood. Tattooed history. He's got charts and facts, numbers to unpack, but not a drop of dirt beneath his ring. My redneck PhD ain't hanging on no wall. I carved it on these bar stools. I wrote it through a draw. Lessons in the bottle, wisdom in the brown. My redneck PhD ain't hanging on no wall. They asked me who's the county king of fixing anything with string, or who survived 2 floods, lost fields and still sing. I don't dress for boardrooms, but I own my name. Last call means stories, not a warning sign. Your own measure, smart in books or clocks or ties. Your cold debts paid off by faith and grain. He quotes theories, but I paid in skin. Every bargain sealed with a callous hand. Got no class for show, just scars and no, just roots to dig into the land. Our redneck PhD ain't hanging on the wall. I caught it on these bar stools, I wrote it through a draw. Lessons in the ball, wisdom in the ball. My redneck a host roll, hanging on gold. Education and Bible, they'll need from a melon ball. My redneck PhD on no wall. Can't keep your parchment in your silver frames. We got wisdom worth the miles, not the names. Living proof there's learning in the losses more than wins. You don't get it from a page, but the places you've been hanging on. No, I wrote that day on in one draw. Lessons in the bottle, wisdom in the brawl. My redneck PhD hanging on no wall. My redneck PhD never fit no catalog. Sun and dust and sweat, just like my granddad. Dad taught. Just like my at Chevy Creekside, waters at the ready, 3-dog tailgate. Radio reverberate steady, mud on the dash, sunburnt cigarette ash. Gear jam, low grind, steel nerves unwind. Throttle tickle thick, slick, knuckles grip and spin. Deer trail, pistol tuck, boot heel digs, and ripples of a rattle. Trickle and trick track, splatter, slap, laughter, hair plastered flat. Coke can, crack grin, trouble's where I begin. Finding heaven in the holes, deeper than they seem. Hidden patience in the pit, running hard but clean. Grit and grease, nothing left between soul and soil. Finding heaven in the holes, stuck but somehow loyal. Bent sideways, moss clung chrome. Splines spin silent, this road feels like home. Buried beneath no retreat, brave brown embrace. Laughter rings louder in this muddy place. Silence, soft thunder, pulse slows, heart wanders. In the hush unfolds. I'm finding heaven in the holes. Finding heaven in the holes, deeper than they seem. Hidden patience in the pit, running hard but clean. Stuck but somehow loyal. Yeah! Let's go! Kick mud off these boots again. Nothing fancy, just a fold in the brim. Head held low, sun in my grin. They call it rough, but I call it wind. Cracked hand, stained jeans, same old cap. Stuck my pride where my roots run at. Mama said, son, don't chase the pack. Got what I need on my own back. Call me out, I'll take it on down. Turn your words into my kind of crown. Laughing, leading, I ain't backing down. Hear that sound, my kind of crown. Say it again, I'll spin it around. Every poke just feeds my renown. Bet you know won't see me frown. This right here, my kind of crown. Six-pack on ice, back porch swing. Long draw, sweet tea, early spring. You point that finger, don't mean a thing. Truth in my chest, still gonna sing. They talk big, but can't break this skin. Let them watch me see where I've been. Roll those eyes, that sideways grin. I own each word carved in my chin. Call me out, I'll There's nothing to say that I ain't heard. Wind blows stronger for preachers, but I never once cared for that word. Backroad raises me higher. You throw that laugh, I'll never drown. Stone gets harder, fire burns wider. Each shot rolling into my crown. Call me out, I'll take it on down. Turn your words into my kind of crowd. Laughing, leaning, I ain't backing down. Hear that sound? My kind of crowd. Hands stained from brake grease and honest dirt. Chalk lines faded out where the tractors flirt. Tires kick up answers no book ever found. My schooling started outside of town. Midnight moon, my classroom, sun recounts the grades. The livestock and laughter, my electric through the days. Old men on porches, professors sipping sweet tea. The wind snatches wisdom from a sycamore tree. Never had a lecture, but I learned it. Rinsed down my lessons in the fields, brick by brick. Dirt road doctor, under the southern sun. Muddy boots and common sense, never on the run. School of hard gravel, tuition not to pay. Answers ain't found in the city anyway. Dirt road doctor, earned it my own way. Some graduate with letters, some with lifetime scars. I tally mine and calluses, count memories and cars. You can frame a paper, hang it on your wall, but my wisdom sticks around when the rain starts to fall. Dirt road doctorate, under the southern sun. Muddy boots and common sense, never on the run. School of hard travel, tuition not to pay. Answers ain't found in the city anyway. Turbo doctorate, earned it my own way. Valedictorian at the barbecue flame. PhD and staying dry when the creek's in the lane. Socket wrench on the table, coffee cold in my hand. Never rush a job, Granddad always said. Rust creeping under fingernails, greasing every line. A radio busted humming anyhow. 2 a.m. and the doorbell's broke. Jimmy sits quiet watching smoke drift. I remember when this town stayed lit, he says. Just the sound of tires on the gravel behind. broken ashtray, couple loose bolts, talking through the gaps, truth half told. Easy laughs about Ford and Chevy pride, worn ball caps, oil stains by our side. Turn a wrench, pass the time, talking about nothing. Trucks these days don't hold a thing like they used to. You fix it or you trade it in. Shrubs, another sip, another busted head. Ain't nobody fixes things anymore. Guess that's how it goes. Keep on driving when something's wrong. But I remember how. Oh, la, la, la. We used to stay till the porch light burned. Yeah, we'd fix it, make it turn. Talk circles round the dirt, a lot of dreams. Loose talk, loose bolts, make-believe schemes. Old scars plain as the names on the door. Every guy's got a story, but not much more. Jimmy laughs, says the town's not dead, just sleeping. I say maybe we all got parts worn thin. Hands in pockets watching time bend. Nothing new, nothing ends, just needs mending. Ain't nobody fixes things anymore. Guess that's how it goes. Keep on driving when something's wrong. But I remember how. Oh, oh, la, la. We used to stay till the porch light burned. Yeah, we fix it, make it turn. Yeah. Sun, old Ford running, kicking mud, loud laugh, red clay never done. Steel toe, torn sleeves, dog bark, pine trees, grit teeth, spit grin. Can't break me, can't hold back, can't slow down. Rooster shouting, freedom sound. Can't tame this back road soul. No chain, no fence, no hold. All I got's this open road. Can't tame my soul. Hammer down, turn left, gravel flying, good breath. The empty lane, full heart, I live wild, don't start. Can't hold back, can't slow down. Rooster shouting, freedom sound. And tame this back road soul. No chain, no fence, no hold. All I got's this open road. Can't tame my soul. One lane, moon bright, long ride, still bite. Ha, come and see. Still running free. Can't tame this back road soul. No chain, no fence, no hold. All I got can't tame my soul. Can't tame my soul. Sun barely creeping on the county line. Old Ford coughing on the smoke won't start this time. And rip rapping, laughing, dog get loaded up. Half the gear off track. Have to get all packed. Boots cake thick in the morning dew. Thermos half empty, sipping strong and true. Maps all faded, but we know where to steer. Ain't worried about nothing now that we're here. Punch the dash, curse the car, kicking at the wheel. Heat from the engine burning just like steel. But the wind keeps calling, cutting through my mind. Way off the highway, feeling so alive. Broke down, but breaking free. No phone, no hurry, just the woods and me. Campfire stories burning into the night. Stars over treetops, everything's right. Broke down, but breaking free. Yeah, somehow that's just where I wanna be. Wade in the river, whiskey on my breath. Plans go sideways, but we laugh nonetheless. Moonlight drifting, grill sparks flying high. Cold night, soul like fish frying in the sky. Just four fools with nowhere to go. Truck ain't moving, but my mind runs slow. Smell of fine halibut was clear. A world away from all I used to fear. Let her go. Sometimes getting stuck is how you find your soul. Found a little peace somewhere I lost control. En la montaña respiro la paz. Lejos del ruido, el tiempo se va. Fuego y amigos, leva no ni vida. Volar así, por fin junto a mí. No phone, no hurry, just the woods and me. Campfire stories burning into the night. Stars over treetops, everything's right. Broke down, breaking free. Yeah, somehow that's just where I wanna be. Breaking free. Yeah, breaking free. Just found out girls around me. You smell that? That's home right there. Red clay dripping off my old work jeans. Boots so caked, can't see the seams. Mama says, boy, you best clean up. But the dirt on my skin, that's just love. Buddy down the road got a muddy Ford. Engine purring, gravel in the cord. Crickets sing and sweat stains my eyes. But down here life's a little wild. I'll roll in late, shirt torn and stained. Heart pounding, thunder in my veins. The muddier the better, that's how we do. Whopping on the face, call it living proof. The muddier the better. Keep your hands clean, white collar sticker at my faded blue jeans. They talk big old city towers looking down, but that clean kind of living just makes you drown. Grit in my teeth, sunburn in my soul, rain in the forecast, I'm begging for more. I don't wash away who I've always been. These muddy footprints run deep in my skin. That's where I start. That's right, the muddier the better. 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 That's how we do. Wipe it on my face, call it living through. The muddier the better. That's how we do. The muddier the better. The muddier the better. I'll be right here where the wild roots grow. Coffee pot rattles, old boots by the door. Sun creeping in through a half-open floor. My shirt's worn thin, arm stiff with conviction. Cool metal of my truck, smooth against skin. Today starts like every other one begun. I stretch in the dust, breathe deep the heat. Rinse last night's sweat from my face and feet. Sunburned neck, calloused hands, that's who I am. Lines run deep like this county land. Raised in the dirt, cut by the wire. Never been rich and never aimed high. Sunburned neck, calloused hands, I'm proud where I stand. Hammer rings, echoes off the barn's chick pane. Diesel in my nails, breakfast cold on my plate. Mailbox bent, but the letters always found. Overalls, faded boots planted on ground. Keeping time with the rhythm, no clock can sit down. My back gets tired, but my word don't bend. I walk these fields till the day I end. Sunburned neck, calloused hands, that's who I am. Lines run deep like this county land. Raised in the dirt, cut by the wire. Never been rich or never aimed high. Sunburned neck, calloused hands, I'm proud where I stand. In a shiny box store, it's poured out and out behind dusty old doors. Skyscrapers rising glass against the sky. Suits chases numbers while I watch corn grow high. It might call me stubborn, but I know what's true. The strength and the weight of what these hands do. Sunburned neck, calloused hands, that's who I am. Lines run daily, let's just stack last names. Kiss to rock this fine name. this time says the right thing. Sunburned neck, callous hands out where I stand. Sunburned neck, calloused hands, and I'm proud where I stand.
Sunrise cleanse over 4 the fools was roosters called, cutting through the old blue haze. The iron skillet sings and mama's skid steam, the coffee drift through a battered stream door frame. I take my time about a boots caked in yesterday's fields and last night's rain. Everything I love's under open sky, and I work that ground again and again. White plank porch on my story faded ball cap and a mango tinted sky. Shores done slow, just the way that it taught. I hear that freight train rubber rolling by. My hand stained rough Georgia clay, I wipe my brow with a granite chain. I'd rather stitch my scars in daylight, trade my soul for a thing I can't name. They didn't laugh all they want, call me anything at all, but my heart is strong and the land still lets my call. Got mud on my boots, peace in my soul, and I sing it again, I sing it again. Don't care what you say, I'll always be home. Shout out loud, shouting out proud. Every time I fall, I find home in these hills, and I sing it again, I sing it again. Got mud on my boots and peace in my soul. That's the way I was born, the way I began. Pickups busting down gravel roads, radio blasting on my old man's tunes. Neighbors wait from the rusted front gates. Around here you never feel let alone too long. Harvest sweat tastes better than gold. I count blessings on every down home moon. Love is loud and fine, so honest as daylight stretching out till noon. Barbecue smokes and bag, and our bad air kids run wild. Not a single shirt in sight. Ice chest planks in the shadow barn. The laughter rolls into the pale twilight. Some boat chick like a hit a fast lane still. I got my rich and firefly light. Don't need your pity, don't want your crown. I'm rich with this dust and this good old life. They can talk till they're blue, but their words are only wind, because my roots are true and I sing it all again. Got mud on my boots, peace in my soul, and I sing it again, I say it again. Don't care what you say, I'll always be old. Shouting out loud, shouting out proud. Every time I fall, I find home in these hills, and I sing it again, I sing it again. Got mud on my boots and peace in my soul. That's the way I was born, the way I begin. You point and you laugh from the windows above. You don't understand this blood. If you stepped in my field, felt the sweat on your brow, you might find you belong just as much. I'll always be whole, shouting out loud, shouting out proud. Every time I fall, I find home in these hills, and I sing again, I sing it again. Got mud on my boots and peace in my soul. That's the way I was born, the way I began. On the tailgate, early Saturday light. He pours slow coffee with a knowing smile. Jars on the counter, old boots by the door. Said, watch and listen, son, you'll learn more. What I learned from Granddaddy
the chill. What I learned from Granddaddy still. He'd say some truths are bitter, some run sweet. Taught me to stand firm, never retreat. Told me trust and time are hard to distill. Good things take longer, that's part of the thrill. What I learned from Granddaddy still. Hard work, patience, and iron will. Hands in the earth, fire in the chair. What I learned from Granddaddy still. Keep it steady, no shortcuts, no cheat. Hard guiding. And every drop a promise complete. What I learned from Granddaddy still. Hard work, patience, and iron will. Hands in the earth, fire in the jail. What I learned from Granddaddy still. What I hitting that clay. My back is barking, but I get paid my way. Oil on my jeans, sweat beating down my brow. Ain't much to say, just a job, but I'm proud. Hammer in my hand, gravel stuck in my soul. Building up a life that I still control. Folks look at me sideways, but I just laugh. This is who I am, and that ain't gonna pass. These hands are dirty, and that's just fine. Every mark and stain is a working man's sign. Mama tried to scrub my knuckles clean one time, but the world I chose don't shine a rhyme. Sweating through the summer, frozen in the fall. Hiccups always busted, but I still stand tall. Neighbors got opinions about the way I dress, but old blue jeans don't care about impress. I may be rough around the edges, but I ain't ashamed. Each line in my palm says I earned my name. These hands are dirty, and that's just fine. Every mark and stain is a working man's sign. You can't take this grip from you, you'll never will. Born to work this earth, I'll be digging still. Call me what you want, I hear it all the time. Hands are dirty, and that's just fine. And that's just fine. That's just fine. Every mark and stain is worth inside. tailgate drops down slow. Snapback, sweat and dust, beat up radio. Tires spinning, laughing while clay and water fly. Cranking up the weekend, painting mud up high. Red clay freckles, knuckles scroll that wheel. Koozie dented, sunburn starts to peel. Splatter on my jawline, never raised uptown. Called it reckless just how I get down. I hear them talk, but I can't hear. All that racket's fading out back here. Windows down, screaming at the creek bed. Buzz of engines, this is my reset. 'Cause the muddier, the better. Can't fake this kind of free. Muddier, the better. That's just right for me. Peeling out side by side with my crew together. Every mark we leave behind, yeah, it only gets better. Scarlet Chevy, scars on my knee, stained shirt, no apologies. Lost my sandals somewhere, don't even care. Rooster tail, spinning up out of thin air. Mama's words echo, you're gonna catch a cold. Dirty grin shining, never doing what we're told. 'Cause the muddier, the better. This is how I'm meant to be. The muddier, living wild and running free. Outsider stare, never understand. Wouldn't trade this for anything, man. The muddier, the better. Just my way to feel alive. The muddier, the better. That's how we survive. Tires spinning, laughter fades with the light. Dirt on my skin, feeling just right. You sip your coffee like you're waiting for the morning news. Bare feet on my tailgate, flipping through her phone. Wind from the field, smell of pine and diesel too. You look at me sideways, laughing at my old work clothes. Got a line on your lips like you're holding back a plan. Ash falls in the dirt, rings show where you stand. You say life's bigger than these county lines. You don't see the treasure in a busted sign. You keep telling you look, change out my draw, but I know who I am when the night calls. Like kind of diamonds, Mississippi mud. Nothing fine about it, but it runs in my blood. You want silver and silk or some city parade, but I'd rather keep my boots where they always stay. Skyway, some skylight gunning Thornbed, COT at sea buzzing overhead. Old ex-hatch house fall out here to change. with a crappier than shivers. With all them mistakes, the poor stains of real gets and just some holes and nothing worse. I'm taking my futures, the kicks I can't quite taste, but I feel every root under my bootlace. I see the way you're restless, egging at the seams, still hoping I'll be someone in your worn-out dreams. My kind of diamonds, Mississippi mud, ain't a thing you can polish, but it's more than enough. You won't dollar signs go separating your name, but I'd rather hit the levee than change what I am. You left a note by the fire, said you want something bright. Tried to love you best I could, but I sleep best at night, where the thunder rolls deep and nobody's keeping score. This is my place, always was, don't need nothing more. My kind of diamonds, Mississippi mud, nothing shines here but that old southern sun. You want something fancy, I can't wear that chain, so I'm staying home. Guess you're catching that train. Mud on rug, eyes on me. Truck outside, still cooling down. Saturday night, stomping through town. Dust on my jeans, sweat on my brow. Ain't trying to fit it in anyhow. If my boots ain't muddy, I ain't been working. If my boots ain't muddy, I ain't been working. Fancy place, they raise a brow. See my tracks, can't hide it now. Laugh it off, I tip my hat, proud of where I'm standing at. If my boots ain't muddy, I ain't been working. Muddy boots, muddy boots. If my boots ain't muddy, I ain't been working. Muddy boots, muddy boots. If my boots ain't muddy, ain't muddy. Call me what you wanna say. Dirt and pride don't wash away. Hard-earned stains, I wear 'em proud. Say it for the crowd. If my boots ain't muddy, I ain't been working. If my boots ain't muddy, I ain't been working. He moved booty, it's gonna love. I never learned my lesson sitting still in a stiff cold desk. Daddy's old boots muddy up to the laces somewhere else. Pulled my first captain fish from the creek behind the house. You remember that smell? Mama called me in for supper, but the dogs led me instead. Left the window open, thunder rolling, no one telling us what to do. We got chased off Sunday mornings. If a close your dust instead of shine. Some folks drove by slow and staring at like they never seen us smile. Maybe you said I'd run off someday, but my roots run too deep to find. Born in the backwoods, raised in the mud, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Sing it loud if you know. Someday it's hard, I said. Born in the backwoods, raised in the mud, that's me, oh la 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 la. You can call me what you want, but I ain't ever leaving. Born in the backwoods, raised in the mud. You always talked about getting out, but I found the world's in our yard. Smoke from the fire pit, twisting Friday night, laughter carrying far. Didn't need a map to know every path. The smile from behind the sweat and scar, I was shaped by hands in sunlight. Dirty knees and skinned up arms. Gas station coffee, weed fills, give 2 cups. It's out till the sun up high. I won't trade my memories to look cleaner in some strangers' eyes. It's a ragged kind of love, we know simple words and old guitars. Your voice cuts clear through the sweet tea dark when the night starts. Born in the backwoods, in the mud, oh yeah, oh yeah. Sing it loud if you know this heart, I said. Born in the backwoods, raised in the mud, and that's me, oh let's go. I stomp my boots on muddy ground. Folks talk, but I don't care. Sunburned neck, ripped old jeans, cold beer sweating in my hand. Mama says, boy, keep your head high. Daddy laughs, says, that's my son. Raised up rough, never backing down. Ain't here for anyone's crown. Ain't gonna change, no, ain't gonna bend. I know who I am, and that's how I'll end. Ain't gonna change, you can't make me. This is my life, just let me be. I won't button up, won't play along. Ain't dressed for your parade, wrong crowd. Every scar I earn, hands in the dirt. Radio blast and I laugh out loud. Ooh, Lord, let the guitars wail. Ain't gonna change, no, ain't gonna bend. I know who I am, and that's how I'll end. dirty Ford hood, cans lined up just like they should. Broken sign, faded blue paint, dog on the trailer, stubborn as saints. Rain sheds off puddles of red clay, license plates from a better payday. Nothing fancy, nothing to hide, chain link fence keeps the city outside. Spark plug piles, red rag knotted tight. Old son's bike never did ride right. Fishing rods bent, casting for hope. Radio static AM, old jokes. Half a swing set, grass grown high. Denim patches, washing line dry. Plumbing parts in the back of the shed. Man in a suit, shaking his head. One man's trash is my American dream. Stacks of old iron, fuel for steam. People pass by, they don't ever see. One man's trash is my American dream. My American dream. My American dream. One man's trash, one man's dream. My American dream. Oh, my American dream. Cajas de llaves, llantas viejas, gorras manchadas, manos rudas, una radio vieja, historias mil, botellas verdes, cerveza y abril. La abuela pregunta por piezas raras, niños con risas rondan las caras. Chatarra y vida en mi rincón, nada se pierde bajo este sol. Blue suits come, paperwork rain, coffee spilled, clipboard stain. Try to haul away, try to explain why the copper pipe shines in the rain. One man's trash is my American dream. Stacks of old iron, fuel for steam. People pass by, they don't ever see. One man's trash is my American dream. My American dream. My American dream. One man's trash, one man's dream. My American dream. What's my light-driven dream? What's my American dream? One man's trash is my American dream. One man's trash is my American dream. One man's trash, one man's dream. One man's trash, one